I can put Ben on the phone.
So, Derrick, man, seen some pictures of Errol on the track out here in Vegas. It looks like the 8-pack was coming along. How good is that weight coming off, man? How you feeling about how it's coming off and how he's looking?
I think it's good, man. I think that he has a dietitian. I got something. He has a dietitian that he's working with, and the dietitian does a great job.
How would you compare this camp to, say, like the Mikey Garcia, the Lamont Peterson camp? How good he's looking at sparring and everything all around?
I think that all of the camps were great camps. I just think that, hey man, this means a lot more. So he's not putting any one of those in front of this one, because had he not been able to get those, he wouldn't be here now. So I think that so much about each one of them is very important.
Does he feel like he's a better fighter than ever for this camp? Like, this is the best camp and this is the best he's ever looked?
Well, I think that he has to be, and he knows he has to be. It's the difference than feeling like you are, but knowing that you have to be.
And Derrick, I just gotta ask you this too, man. Gervonta, who I know you like his skills, he was breaking down the fight, Terence and Errol. He said the difference in this fight is one guy's got a metal shield and the other guy's got a glass shield.
I saw that yesterday. Somebody sent it to me.
What's your thoughts on his assessment?
No, I'm not. But I'm popular, a little popular. This is a little good. I think that his assessment is good. I think he's good. I mean, I think that it's like from a fighter to a fighter. His assessment is pretty decent.
You agree with him, though? Like, that's going to be a big difference, is Errol's punch resistance?
I think it might. I think there might be a big difference here, no doubt.
Derrick, what kind of vacation you got planned for September 31st?
Hey, man,
or
I can't even think about a vacation until I can do the work. I think we got it this way.
How do you take on game planning against just so many? I feel like every fighter that you have has an excellent fighter in front of them that you obviously have to come up with a game plan to, dissect and defeat.
Hey, it's difficult. It's crazy, but yeah, it's like, you just kind of watch little fights here. One day you watch boxing, watch one day on one guy, just so you don't get them crossed. Watch one thing, watch Dillian, watch, Crawford do what he do. Watch, the guy.
Canelo
now. I'm not worried about that one. I'm not even on that one now. We just like focusing on the ones that are right in front of me. Dillian White, and the guy that Frank is fighting, and then Crawford.
Artem,
yeah.
Looking at the Crawford fight, I've asked people, just especially trainers, how do they prepare someone like Errol Spence to face someone who switch hits? They tell me a lot of, I believe Carissa Shields said something about, bringing in a left-hander or a right-hander, or kind of switching them out mid-rounds, things like that. Not to give me too much detail, but would you say that's something that's going on? Is the different looks?
We go back and forth, left-handed, right-handed fighter, so, and it's like at any moment I could be left-handed, at any moment I could be right-handed. I'm coming at him, attacking him, so it's like, because it's all about preparation, and if you think about it, regardless of what hands he's standing in, the straight shot is always here to the body. So regardless of how he's whatever, just shoot straight.
Speaking
you
of
had
shoot
a
straight,
conversation with.
Or you can whatever. What?
Oh, I said I was watching an interview of yours, and you said you had a conversation with Jermell about Canelo, kind of when the talks were coming up. Just what was that conversation like? What was he kind of asking you? What do you think I could do it?
He just mentioned it, and I just said that's a good fight if it's possible, and he able to get it.
Speaking of shooting straight, how important do you think that jab's going to be for Errol in winning this fight?
I think the jab's the most important punch in boxing. The jab is the punch that very underrated. And without a jab, you generally can't get all the other shots to land. So,
Is it going to be a big issue for Crawford? Because usually he'll switch southpaw, and now he's fighting someone orthodox, and then sometimes their jabs cancel out. But just him usually switches southpaw. Is that going to be more difficult with Errol being southpaw?
I think that a jab is a good jab, regardless of whatever. Whether you switch out or not. know what I'm saying? I don't think you just got to be able to. I think that Errol Spence has to just be able to be himself.
Derrick, so you have one of the most dangerous jobs in boxing. Joshua, massive puncher. Ryan Garcia, big puncher. Jermell, massive puncher. Frank, a punch. Errol, a punch. How much risk do you take every day going into the office?
Man, a lot, man. My chest, my shoulders, my arms, my elbows.
What if they miss my mistake?
Well, they do. They hit me every now and then, you know.
So
Who's the last one to hit you?
Well, Errol, we really kind of do like little body stuff back and forth. So he's hit me, you know. But you know, Joshua hit me in the eye.
Joshua hit you in the eye?
You know, Errol hit me in the eye. I'm like, man, what the hell, you know? Well, AJ, when he touches you, because he's so big and strong, right, that he's like, doesn't really, you know, people like they say you don't know your strength. He doesn't really know his strength, you know what I'm saying?
Is he trying to give it back from when you guys sparred when he was younger?
Thanks, Derrick.
Is he trying to give it back to you from when you guys sparred when he was like 16?
We kind of go back and forth with it, you know what I mean? Like, he throw his shots, you know, and it's okay.
But you know what I like about your fighters? Everybody's always in a good mood. Frank's cutting weight, the best mood I've seen him.
Right.
Earl's cutting weight, he's in a great mood.
Right.
How do you do that with your fighters with Derrick?
Hey man, it's really all about initially getting with them in the temperament of the guys. You got a guy with, hey, we're gonna go this way. No, we're gonna go this way. It's kind of like, you know, they're cool.
But it's
Derrick,
not easy. Now, most fighters are not like that.
Well, that's because, I mean, people, you're being moody for what reason? If you chose the job, you got to do the job, whether you got to lose weight or not. So you're professional. That's part of your job. You got to do the work. I mean, you know, so, you know, a lot of people moody.
Derrick,
Small part of you excited to put Frank and Ryan in there for some sparring? Like, you know, the
Man, I'm really not thinking, I hadn't even thought about it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like, I think that you got it, it's like getting, hey, we're gonna go right here. We gotta get these guys to where we want them to be, and then, you know, they can work.
Derrick, Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou just got announced. What's your take on that whole thing?
I never seen a guy, an MMA fighter. I never seen him fight before.
thanks, Derrick.
Thank you, Derrick.
All right,
Appreciate your time, man.
Thank you.